TV2, Kent's climate action plan aims to combat climate change. Our reporter Kennedy Gotham will tell you all about how.
A shooting in Dayton that left 4 people injured, where the shooting happened, and the latest developments on the investigation.
Thanksgiving is roughly 48 hours away. TV2's Anthony Leonardi will have your guide on how to navigate Turkey Day.
Prices skyrocket on jerseys worn by soccer superstar Lionel Messi. All this and more as TV2 News starts right now.
Good Tuesday evening, Kent State and Portage County. Welcome to TV2 News. I'm Joe Malbin.
And I'm Coleman Arthur.
The City of Kent is hoping to improve their sustainability efforts, and they've been working on creating a plan to do so.
That's right. Our own Kennedy Gotham spoke with city officials about the plan and the progress they have made so far. Hi, Kennedy.
Hi, guys. That's right. The City of Kent is working to decrease their carbon emissions through this plan.
The City of Kent is working to be more eco-friendly through their climate action plan. They decided to create this plan after former President Donald Trump removed the U.S. from the Paris Accord in 2017.
Even though the country itself had withdrawn, that the City of Kent was committed to climate change and sustainability initiatives as reflected in the Paris Accord.
The Climate Action Plan, also known as CAP, is a 15-step plan that focuses on reducing the city's carbon footprint, waste management, and education. These are areas in which the city feels they can most improve.
Again, some of that work is already ongoing by our engineering department and service department, and so the CAP has really looked for ways that we can find alignment with that existing work as well.
The city says they are monitoring residential and commercial carbon emissions, along with their environmental impact, and they are looking into ways the city can reduce energy use.
We will also be looking to expand our solar energy capacity. So that would happen in a variety of ways, whether it's community aggregation or community solar.
For example, to find out if you were to replace your furnace or your hot water tank or do certain things to your windows, would that improve energy efficiency, which would reduce?
Saving energy in residential homes can also help lower utility bills. So the city is looking at ways to help residents pay for these changes.
Them either connect to existing financing to do the retrofit work, or perhaps building, some financial mechanisms that can help with any kind of needs gap.
The CAP is expected to take 5 years to be fully completed, but in the near future, they hope to have a launch party for the plan and have town meetings where residents can learn more about the project.
And I'm just so proud of our community and our council for recognizing the importance of this work and, wholly supporting what we're doing.
By 2050, the city hopes to have zero carbon emissions. That may seem far away, but Susel says if people make small changes, it is possible.
And if we don't do something at our local level and state and federal, we are going to have some challenges, which is evident now when you look at the news and see how climate change is affecting our weather.
For more information about the Climate Action Plan, check out the City of Kent's website. And for more updates on stories like this, check out kentwire.com for more environmental reporting. For TV2 News, I'm Kennedy Gotham.
Thanks, Kennedy. The Kent Area Chamber of Commerce recognized several local residents and businesses during its annual Tree City Awards ceremony. Among the awards given that evening was the W.W. Reed Kent Medal for Public Services, the KACC's most prestigious award, which was presented posthumously to Michael Finley. Finley was involved with the Kent Jaycees, the Portage County Insurance Association, St. Patrick's Parish, the Children's Advocacy Center for Portage County, and Main Street Kent. Hi guys, and welcome. If you're excited for weather, you should be, because I'm going to give you all the information you might want to know. Currently into Kent, it's rainy, let me tell you that, and it's 18 degrees, but don't worry, feels like 48. Dew point's at 69. We got some winds, and believe me, it is windy from the southeast to the east. 35 miles an hour on that, humidity at 1%, and we've got a long range of visibility out there as well. Moving on to what it might look like tomorrow, we're going to see a bit more rain, a lot more rain actually. It's going to be rainy for sure. And if you're gaming late at night, midnight, you might want to take a look out the window because it's going to be 39 degrees and it's going to be raining. Guess what? 8 a.m. tomorrow, also raining. And fear not, at noon tomorrow, if you haven't left for Thanksgiving break, It's going to be great. Why is it going to be great? Great question, Portage County. Because it's not going to be raining, just going to be cloudy. And those temperatures, they're going from 39, 41, 42, only going up, up and up and up and up. Guys, don't cry, stay dry, because I will be back later on with even more weather for all of you. Until then, I'd like to formally send it back to the desk and more news.
Thank you, Noah. Well, moving to the south, Dayton residents are left reeling after a shooter shot up a Walmart on Monday night. Police arrived to the scene to start the investigation and ensure that it was not a threat to the city.
At 8:35 approximately this evening, a male shooter entered the Walmart at 3360 Pentagon Boulevard in the city of Beaver Creek, Greene County, Ohio, and began firing shots. This has been an incredibly tragic incident. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the families of the victims, the responding officers, and everyone that was here this evening. We don't have anything else to share right now.
The gunman, 20-year-old Benjamin Charles Jones, shot 4 people in Walmart in Beaver Creek before pulling the gun on himself. According to police, Jones entered the store wielding a high-point .44 caliber carbine long gun. Authorities have said that they are not ruling out the possibility that the shooting was racially motivated. Police spoke on the 4 victims' condition and update on the ongoing investigation.
As of 2 p.m. Tuesday, 3 victims are listed in stable condition. 1 victim is still critical, but also in stable condition.
The FBI is currently looking at the shooter, his background, his motivation, and possible connections.
Walmart has been taking steps to ensure safety within their stores, with roughly 4,600 locations nationwide having police outposts to address gun violence. After a racially motivated shooting killed 23 people at a Walmart in El Paso, Texas in 2019, Walmart discontinued sales of certain types of ammunition. The shooting was reminiscent of a fatal shooting involving police at the same location 10 years ago.
With Thanksgiving on the horizon, tables are full of food and roads are full of cars. Find out how all this will affect our holiday travels.
And if you're one of the 5 people who for some reason are hoping to avoid overreading over the holiday, then I guess you're in luck. Anthony Leonardi has the scoop for you.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Or maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Julie was always a voracious reader. She carried 2 novels on an airplane because she'd read one on a 3-4 hour ride. And at some point, I began to notice that she would read a page and couldn't remember what she had just read, and she'd have to go back and read it again.
I don't remember much these days after I read, but less does for me, and I love it.
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money gonna come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Tomorrow's news leaders.
Today's top stories.
From an award-winning student newsroom.
This is TV2 News, truly Portage County.
Welcome back. Thanksgiving is rapidly approaching.
And with Thanksgiving comes Thanksgiving stress. Fear not, our correspondent Anthony Leonardi has a guide for how you can navigate the holiday. Hi, Anthony.
Hi, Joe. You're absolutely right. Thanksgiving can be stressful for many people, and that stress may start on the road. Millions of drivers will be on the road for the holidays, and as expected, traffic can be an issue for those traveling. Those roads will be busy tomorrow, so remember to avoid traveling around noon to 4 p.m. if possible. Then from Thanksgiving all the way through Saturday, there's going to be light traveling density, but those roads will once again be busy on Sunday as everyone's going to head back home. And sticking with the road, Sheetz gas stations are wishing everyone a happy Thanksgiving and lowering the price on unleaded 88 gas. The price per gallon will only be $1.99, and the discount will last through midnight on Monday, November 27th. Sheetz gas stations all across Ohio, Pennsylvania, and a variety of other states carry unleaded 88 gas. And moving from the ground to the air, the Federal Aviation Administration warned that it could hold flights heading to Atlanta, Charlotte, and a variety of other East Coast airports today because of storms. As of 10 o'clock this morning, around 900 flights were delayed, but fewer than 20 were canceled, according to a tracking site called FlightAware. Hopefully this does not continue into tomorrow, as over 49,000 planes will be in transit. And with Thanksgiving, a lot of people tend to get more food than usual. Annalise White, a Kent Wired reporter, breaks down what to do to avoid holiday overeating.
Fresh produce is not the first thing that comes to mind when thinking about the holidays. But comfort foods like stuffing and mashed potatoes do. Some of these foods only come once a year, so overeating is to be anticipated. For some, this is a struggle.
It's just hard to portion control everything.
For others, not so much.
Typically, I don't find it too much of a struggle otherwise.
Nutrition professor Tanya Falcone says that for those that do tend to overeat, there can sometimes be a physiological aspect to it.
The problem is that when you don't eat all day, you tend to overeat at that particular meal.
According to adjunct psychology professor at St. Louis University, Wade Morris, overeating is caused by stress, nutritional deficiencies, and visual perception of food. Despite this, Groff says it's important not to cut anything out.
With society, everyone's always talking about like cut out this, cut out that, but like I just think it's important to just listen to your body of what you want and like not cut anything out.
But most importantly, enjoy the holidays for what they are, not just the food that comes with it.
There's so much more about the holiday than just food, of course, any holiday. But I think that we need to maybe take a little focus off the food and maybe focus on what the holiday's supposed to be about.
Reporting for TV2, I'm Annalise White.
Many of us know that tired feeling right after Thanksgiving dinner. But do we know why we get that feeling? Let me break it down for you. Turkey contains tryptophan, which is an amino acid that is needed for the body to produce serotonin, which is a hormone that regulates the sleep cycle. Many other foods contain it, like cheese, chicken, and fish. And if you pair that along with holiday drinking, you may have the answer as to why you're so tired after Thanksgiving dinner. And now, as most of us may know, Black Friday has lost some of its excitement, mainly due to online shopping and stores holding sales on earlier dates. Despite that, the National Retail Federation predicts that holiday sales will jump 4% this year, though it's still less than last year, which was a 5.4% increase. And if you're heading out on Friday, you can expect to see many sales of around 25 to 30% off. That's all I have for you guys today. Be sure to keep up with us on KentWire.com for more news for the holidays. I've been Anthony Leonardi. Have a great evening and happy holidays.
Hi guys, welcome back to weather, and as I promised, we have more updates for you. Look at this. Temperatures from across the state of Ohio. Look at that, Sandusky. Great city, by the way. 56 degrees. Cleveland sitting at 16. That's a whole 40 degrees low. I had to do some math real quick. Ashtabula, on the other hand, is at 39. We're going to look at Kent. Whew. Oh, that didn't work. 40 degrees at Kent. Youngstown at 21. I was just there. Mansfield 41. Worcester, that's 12 degrees. And Canton is at 65. Moving out, we're going to do a magic trick. We're going to pull out to temperatures all across the state. Akron, that's 58 degrees. Steubenville, that's 84. That's like a bunch more degrees. Lima, up at 54. And, of course, I'm just going to step off frame because we're getting a bit in the way. Ooh, Dayton, 33. Columbus, 68. Cincinnati at 33. Athens at that low 15 degrees. And finally, 7-day forecast, it's going to be fantastic. Ooh, just kidding. It's a 3-day forecast. Whoopee! Thursday, 48 degrees. That's Thanksgiving. That is a great temperature to be at. That's almost 50. It's going to be partially cloudy. You might even see some sun in there. Friday, you can see even more sun, but we're going to go down to 39 degrees. That's a 9-degree temperature difference if I did my math correctly, but that's also Black Friday. Saturday, of course, is going to be 40 degrees. That's a degree higher than Friday. Partially cloudy, and you're going to see a little bit of sun. That, my friends, that's all the weather I have for you this evening, but have no fear. TV2 will always be here. Have a great Thanksgiving break, and we'll see you next Monday for more programming.
Thank you, Noah. Well, as the 2024 presidential election rapidly approaches, the Commission on Presidential Debates are also getting ready, announcing the dates of the 2024 presidential debates. The first debate will take place on September 16th at Texas State University. The other two debates will take place on October 1st at Virginia State and October 9th at the University of Utah in Salt Lake City. Details about the moderators and formatting of the debates are expected to be announced next year.
13 Democratic senators sent a letter on Monday to President Biden asking for borders to open to let in humanitarian aid for Palestinians. They say they are worried the increased suffering in Gaza is not only unbearable for Palestinians, but is also negatively affecting the security of Israel's. The letter comes as the Biden administration warning that eroding support will have consequences for Israel's fight against Hamas.
Ticket companies Live Nation and Ticketmaster are finding themselves in hot water. The entertainment companies have been issued a subpoena by a Senate subcommittee accusing them of refusing to supply documents about their business practices. Recent debacles such as issues with the pricing of a Bruce Springsteen concert and a debacle surrounding pop star Taylor Swift has caused serious questions to be raised about these companies' business practices.
The U.S. government is offering more COVID-19 tests for free. Residential households can now get 4 individual rapid antigen COVID-19 tests online. If you haven't ordered any tests since the program reopened in September, you can get 8 tests total. Just go to covidtest.gov to submit your order. The tests will start to ship next week. Some of the dates on the tests may show to be expired, but the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has extended those expiration dates.
Are you a Messi fan and extremely rich? You're in luck. Messi's World Cup jerseys are on sale. Hear about how much.
A battle between 2 Cleveland natives in prime time. Oh yeah, and they're also brothers. What could go wrong?
Here is Walker with a big hole and a long run being chased by one. Thornhill, and he's down.
Good morning. Hope you all had a good weekend and are ready to be inspired. One quick thing I want to remind you guys to be studying.
Major key alert. Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Today we're talking about inspirational quotes.
You want to get that paper? You better turn in that paper and get an A+. That's a major key. Another one. Mogul talk. You want to reach the mountaintop? You got to go hard. To succeed, you have to believe. Stay focused. Fly higher than the eagle. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote from recent history?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
I feel like her heartbeat is like same speed as mine. And I think we have this like deep connection, this heart connection in her heart, that there's room for me and Mom. When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer. It's a sensory thing. It's a thing with Asperger's.
She's really good with Anya. I've seen adults react to my daughter when she has meltdowns like she's from a different planet. And this little animal just sat next to my child and was just like, you know, it's gonna be cool. She's my superhero. Good job, kitty cat. When we adopted Lucky, we discovered all the wonderful things that make her unique.
Lucky's a little bit of a lot of things, but mostly she's pure love.
And now, your TV2 Sports Report.
A set of jerseys worn by soccer superstar Lionel Messi during last year's World Cup are expected to hit a record high price. The 6 jerseys going on the auction block next week were worn by the Argentine captain during each stage of the month-long tournament. That includes finals against France, which Argentina won.
Auction house Sotheby's expects the set to sell for more than $10 million, which would make it one of the most valuable collection of sports memorability at an auction. Well, while Messi's jerseys are great, here in Kent and Ohio, we have a lot going on in the world of sports.
That's right. We have Della Fowler to tell us more about Kent State sports and beyond.
That's right. Hey, y'all, I'm Della Fowler, and once again, we have a busy night coming up in sports. We will go to the mats first as head coach Jim Andersey has announced that Danny Mitchell has been promoted to associate head coach. As assistant coach, Mitchell helped produce 17 national qualifiers and led 3 student athletes to state conference champions. Mitchell has stuck close to the community ever since he wrestled here in 2010 and is a member of the Kent State Varsity K Hall of Fame. Mitchell and the Golden Flashes will be back in action on December 2nd at the Gardner-Webb Quad in North Carolina. And in the Thanksgiving spirit, there's nothing like some gratitude with a side of football, so what do the Browns have to be grateful for this year? Number 1, Myles Garrett. He is statistically the front runner for Defensive Player of the Year. He's debatably the best defensive end in football right now. 30 tackles, 13 sacks, 4 forced fumbles. I mean, I know losing Watson is going to hurt them, but without Myles Garrett, this is a very different team. Number 2, Dustin Hopkins. I mean, kicker appreciation is always welcome here at my sports desk, but he has been the difference maker in a lot of games this season. He's won back-to-back games for the Browns with a late and accurate field goal, and in games just like the Steelers when we saw last week, 3 points can be huge. Number 3, Nick Chubb's medical team. I mean, if you saw the video, you know the fear of Browns fans. However, after a couple of successful surgeries, it's looking like Chubb is going to play sometime in 2024, and with the work of surgeons, physical therapists, and more, Cleveland has a chance to see their favorite running back on the field, and Nick Chubb can keep doing Nick Chubb things. And on the topic of the NFL, we'll take it to the highlight. A Super Bowl rematch in primetime. What more could you want? Patty Mahomes is fired up, and let's see if he can repeat his Super Bowl performance last year. Red zone, he's got great coverage, but he's got to hustle and get out of there. And Justin Watson puts the Chiefs up on the board first. Eagles now on the handoff. DeAndre Swift on the edge with a 4-yard run. Evens the score. They answer right back. And this game is going to be all about red zone. Mahomes now, he's going to connect to none other than Travis Kelce. I mean, it's not a Chiefs game without him scoring. 44 yards on the day for Kelce, and KC takes the lead right back. But Jalen Hurts on the blitz this time. He's had a huge run game his entire career. 316 rushing on the season. He can throw it. He can find a way to win. Eagles trail 13-17, and this is what I'm talking about right here. Huge pass, and they'll end up on the 1-yard line. Y'all know what that means. It's tush push o'clock. The Eagles invented this move, and other teams have not been able to control it. Birds up 21-17 now. But don't count out Mahomes. He's a 2-time MVP for crying out loud. Big pass. But Marquez Valdes-Scantling can't get control of the missile off of Mahomes. That's going to be the dagger for Kansas City. Philly gets some Super Bowl revenge and shows that karma is the guys in the green. Birds on top 21-17. That's all I've got for sports tonight. For TV2 Sports, I'm Della Fowler. Kick back, eat a turkey leg, and enjoy Thanksgiving, Portage County.
Legendary rock band The Rolling Stones are coming back on the road. Find out more about their upcoming 16-stop tour after the break.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Can you consent with me? Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. 'Cause every kid across the nation deserves a book to read, and we can make it happen right now. No, I don't know what you've been told, but kids with books learn so much more. So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child. So let's join hands, book people unite, unearth hidden passion. Come on, have a good time. Plant seeds of inspiration to motivate some magic. To change the writing on the wall, writing on the wall. And make a difference. One book can inspire a child. One book can be the first element. Helps to change a life.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
Fans of the Rolling Stones can finally get some satisfaction. The rock band announced a new stadium tour launching in the new year. Mick Jagger, Ronnie Wood, and Keith Richards' next concert series launches on April 28th in Houston, with songs from the Hackney Diamonds album, the first Rolling Stones album since 2005. Tickets for the tour will go on sale December 1st. And for those in Ohio, they didn't forget about us, since they will be playing in Cleveland in June.
From cranberry relish to sweet potatoes to green bean casserole, there are so many options for a delicious Thanksgiving. Now, Google has come out with a list of most searched side dishes for each state. The data was compiled between October and November 6th. The most searched dish across the country was green bean casserole. Meanwhile, Ohio's favorite side dish is scalloped potatoes.
Scalloped potatoes sound good, but what's your favorite side dish?
Honestly, I have to give it to either stuffing or mashed potatoes with gravy.
All
Mashed
right.
potatoes with gravy,
All right.
honestly.
I love stuffing. I think stuffing's fantastic.
Yeah.
I also like corn cake and sweet potatoes.
I love sweet potatoes too. In general, just like food in general
Yeah.
is just great on Thanksgiving. I welcome any and all food
I agree
to
with
my
that. I agree
Thanksgiving
with
plate.
that. Now, are you a turkey or a ham guy?
Turkey.
Turkey,
I used to
really?
be ham, but turkey's grown on me.
Okay, I'm a ham guy. Well,
it's grown
that
on
is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for joining us. Visit our website for more at kentwired.com.
TV2 isn't done for the day yet, though. You can catch an all-new episode of The Blurb tonight at 9 p.m. I'm Coleman Arthur.
And I'm Joe Malvin. Have a great night, Portage County, and a great Thanksgiving.
Finding life beyond Earth is no longer a dream. It's a discovery that will likely be made during our lifetime, and it will change everything. We are home to over 100 explorer scientists. Our purpose is singular: to understand the origins and prevalence of life and intelligence in the universe, so that we might lay the framework for humanity's next steps to the stars. We are the SETI Institute.
I got you. Oh, yeah, got him.
That stupid controller froze again.
You're only saying that because you're losing.
Bet you bought the cheap one.
My controller is junk too. Is this even real?
You're spending less, so...
Yeah? We'll just buy it again?
Smart kids.
Who are you?
Or what are you?
Hey, I was wondering if you guys wanted any... OMG, it's McGruff.
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff, the crime dog. He's an imposter. He's a fake.
Oh.
I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake. And so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. And that, Pops...
Could blow up in your face!
That's right, Scruff.